Hello and welcome. Right, let's get these lot fed. We can't go on not feeding them, can we? It's not fair. What was in the sales? I think we did check. I just reminded myself. Yeah, I not. It's, always do that. You probably guessed that. If you've watched the channel for any length of time, I'm a terror. I am. I do like this. I've just literally spent quite a few minutes looking through some extra. Yeah, I realised when doing this, I said this is the first time I've actually done this where you just go straight in and you straight away start to. And I thought I didn't have any ploughs really for this kind of setup. They were all for standard ones where you've got. And I thought if you're going to start to do what you used to do properly, in earnest, then really ought to. I didn't realise you could do manure as well. There's quite a few things in here, which is quite useful to know. Yeah, I am very tempted now to swap out the silo, but it's not for cash. We'd actually have to pay extra to swap this one out while it's still got value, but obviously we've got to make sure. I can't remember what we've got in there. I don't think we've got a proper crop. It's just overflows from straw and stuff like that, or wheat. Well, we could take that out while we do it, I think. So I'm not trying to do it for a swizzle or anything like that. And this one, I'm looking forward to looking at this as well. Because I'm trying to gauge whether it is quicker. I think it is. I think it was a lot quicker. Yeah, it is. But the other's still not terribly slow. But I'm not sure you could stack these two, though. Because this is a run through. This is the perfect kind of scenario where you could have a second trailer at the back. And I said about the banding around this. They've all got that banding with this one, but it does make me wonder whether the brown wooden ones, which are the ones I normally go for, whether they're different. Now then, let's pay attention to the animals. Let's have a look. Straw's so marginal. And because we've got a bit of grass, its total effectiveness is literally top. So we don't have to worry about that. Milk is at 3 tons. I think we'll wait. Yeah, it's for both. I think it's classed as both. So slurry 5,000, and the chickens we will definitely top up with a bit of wheat. But we've seen that we don't want that from there. Because we've got more than enough in storage. Because somebody went a little bit mad. The eggs are appearing, I can see. So then, a little bit of wheat, and it is a little bit. We really don't need a lot. Although, do we do what we said? Can we afford it at present? I don't think we can. No. Wow, that's nice and fast. Yeah, it's only because I'm trying to move into the age of productions and move away from old school FS19, and there's nothing wrong with that. FS19 was perfect for FS19, but we're not in FS19 anymore. I'm trying to move over to be Neu-Minibrunn, where productions are important. Wow, that's just now. If this was our grass and I was running over this now, I would be damaging it, as we've seen. Yeah, it really is a bit special. Yeah, so I think I would like to do that, but again, when we've got a little bit of cash, because at present we're sort of like teetering. I almost want to buy another field, but I can't quite justify it. So yeah, and not because this is not a bad. I'm not sure if it is a multi. You can't really tell, can you, unless you try to stick something like. Well, that shows how much manure we've got and how much slurry and milk. Yeah, even the eggs. Not much seeds. Yes, we must remember that. Right, so there we go. That's the animals done. Fantastic. That didn't take long, did it? I like these animals. This is quite amazing. I do believe that we have actually done all of our field work on our 2 fields now. That is quite impressive. I am impressed actually for saying, what are we on though? Because obviously that's the one thing about I start from scratch like this. Whatever years you would normally go to from a new farmer start, You can at least add one, sometimes two. This is one of the quickest starts because of the start we did and the look that we had with that, the way we did it, and we went straight into silage, we sort of, in a way, I think gained about 6 months playtime that I normally would have. It would have taken me much longer. So yeah, I think that's definitely, yeah, that's finished now. The lime, likewise, we're going to be being charged. Production costs. We do, though, need to get some herbicide, some salt. It's not important now, but again, what's going to happen? I suppose it is. That is true. Let's do it. Yeah, let's... do we grab this? Now then, who is equipped? Actually, the other one is the one that's supposed to have the front loader on, although he's not had it on yet. But that's about to change, because it is. I think this is marginally faster than that one. I think it's got a lovely engine sound. So I think we haven't got to wait, but we could be clever and actually stick them in this. Yeah, we could as well. So let's go the back way. I prefer it is a little bit faster. So our manure is working. We've seen that. Again, because of having so few, I think I'd like to buy another 10 each of those, and that's not going to break the bank. And then obviously there's more manure, more slurry, all that type of stuff. Remember your little sneaky shortcuts. Now there's no need to indicate because there's no car there, but now there's not many cars on this back road. What can you see? Yeah, it's quite a cut, because if you look at it, it's a clever cut. It not only goes left, but it also goes outward. It's not straight, it goes away, which it means... I thought I'd indicated then. I did press the button, honest. I'm trying to get better at this. Right. So, yeah, it comes out, obviously right near our farm. Which we know, because when we came out of this, that we actually found this sneaky way. So then we need a loader attacher, which is here where it was left. Now then, this cannot go on that grass without damaging it now, including that. No, it's not damaged that because it was painted grass, so we're lucky on that. Fantastic. So we will need weights, though. It's no good not having them now. We have got some options, actually. I've actually put quite a few weights in, but I don't think any of them are better value than those that I've always had. And I think that's why a long time ago I decided that the weights that I'd got, were really good, and just to stick with them, so I didn't need 9 million weight packs, because the ones that I'd got were actually perfect. So that's why I often stick to a boring, like, self-made weight, because it's fantastic and it's also adaptable. It can go up from like half a ton to 2.1 tons, and it's only 900. And then of course I have the pass-through weight, which again is, I think it's 1300. There are other pass-throughs now with varying degrees of, some actually stick the electrics on them. Well, the bottom line is the pass-through we use doesn't really need that, because it actually allows it to pass through from the standard electrics. So I'm paying for electrics that I don't need, which then of course means that the weight is actually costs more. Right, so we need to let go of youth to begin with, and this is a nice, quite a heavy tractor already, with obviously it's 5.6 standard. It's always got to remember it looks bigger than the 100 horsepower that it is. That's what's a bit throws me a bit. I keep thinking it's like 150 horsepower, and it's not. So then weights, if we're going to do a little bit of lifting, I think we'll probably, as I said, when you consider what my normal standard is the 1 ton pass through plus the 2.1 ton, which makes it 2.1 3.1 tons. Now this is good by ICAS. I feature that a lot because that is almost a ton for 300 with a hitch as well, and it is quite good, I've got to be honest. So if I'm pushed, which at the minute we're not, we're actually, yeah, we're doing all right. The lightweight I like, but yeah, it's not pass through. Yeah, that's as simple as that. It gets expensive quickly. That's what I'm going to say. I am really going to say that. These masses come with a pack. Yeah, it gets not expensive, but if you think about what I'm used to paying, yeah. Now this is the ones with catch hooks. Now that actually is but yeah, that's it. That's what did it. You'd stick that on, and all of a sudden, but that's a 1.8 tons. So that's pretty much. Yeah, if we go to my standard, so the Agri-line is what I've put in. One of them by Keeler Modding. And then there's the one by, I'll show you, they're all quite close together. Now, this one here by Cyril Modding, again, has got the electrics of the lot, but watch what happens when we go. We want to go 900, straight up to 1100. 3 points, knocks it up to 2.7. So what was reasonable now has become expensive yeah, I'm going to validate that. Not expensive. It's not expensive. You can pay £6,000 for a weight. It's expensive in comparison to what I can do for the same. I can go bang, 1 ton weight, 1300, but the other 1.8 is about the same. So actually, I've got to be honest, the Reutering that I've had for ages has sort of been pushed over. Now the Shoma pack by Vertex Design likewise, again, but look at the prices creeping up. I don't know why that one's. That's the one. That's why. These are the catch. This is not. This is just a standard one with a trailer hitch. This is the one with the 3 points. And it's only 850 kilograms. So to be honest, these are sort of a bit of a waste because that's better than those both by Vertex, which is a shame. This one, however, this one is a little bit special because, and yeah, it's that plus 630 is actually quite good. And it's a bumper type one, so it could go back or front. Really, I think it'd look a bit odd on the front, but that's 2 tons. But if you think about it, the other one was 2 tons or 1.8 anyway, and also that's without the 3-point linkage. So again, becomes expensive, and again I validated that it's against what we're used to, not now this butte here is always a given. It's 2.1 tons of absolutely pure aceness with a attacher. The attacher's a little bit hit and miss. Yeah, sometimes is all right. It's very trailer specific. So there is actually, I'd missed this before, and I think I'd had that before and missed the fact that it can have a catch hook. It's an 1800. Probably I wouldn't need the second weight if we... Oh, with lights as well. I wondered what that meant. Oh, and they're free. We will go for a bit of that, absolutely. And with that adds 250. So I've got to be honest, for a 1.8 ton, that's fantastic. It is. We're going to go for it. And what even makes this nicer, the one thing that I always didn't like about the Reutering was the fact that you couldn't ever colour it. So if we're going to do this, we're going to go for, and for once we are going to go, you're trying to match the tractor, which is a dark green. A bit darker than that. No, that's not what we do at all. Try a little bit darker. Try that. That's a little bit more like it, I think. I know it's a bit cheaty. Design colour we can have. Yeah, we'll have that. I like that white and black. Green and black. Sorry, white and green. I'll get my colours right. Yeah, if you did black on green, it's sometimes a little bit hit and miss. We will indeed. For the first time in history, we have not gone for the Reutering, and I've got to be honest, that is fantastic. It is. So I believe weights this away. Yeah, it is, because the catch-ups are that way. So we have a bigger pass-through weight, which, to be honest, you might not need the second weight, but I usually go for. We shall see. Time will tell, will it not? That's the real thing. That is the thing as well, though. Does that now still support? I don't think it will. Unless it goes underneath to the real one at the back. But I'm not sure this is... Aha, you see, and it does. Even that's been thought of. So no loss of... Now then, we are down here for salt, but we will. Yeah, we need to let that go for the time being then, because we're going to be... Yeah, let's grab some salt. I've got so excited. Forgot why I'm here. Well, it is a big thing, really, to me, to actually find something like that. Is these... I don't think we need more than... Because it goes, like... Let's go 3. We could, of course, just grab all 3 at once, but that's not what we're trying to do. Now then, I'm not sure you can do this as I'm trying to do it. Some of them you can grab and literally hover over a trailer and it works. Some of them you need to grab properly, which would mean big back handler. Yeah, and that was my point, really. To actually grab the proper... Why is... Oh, because I'm actually... No, it's not having any of it, is it? Now then, if we... Yeah, if you've got a tractor on at the same time... Missed a bit of a trick on this. I've not got the... If we go through the eyelets with this... I need to really go quite deep in to do this. Will it let me do it then and treat it as a normal big bag? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's a little bit to the left, I think. No, it's not wanting me to grab it. Nope, it's just the one I'll do. Just proof of concept. Will it work? That's all we want to know. Sort of. Can't get in it. Can we sort of? Now if we had something in we could say fill. If you put it in, I don't think this will work, I really don't, but if you put that in, and then will it say fill inside? I've never done it, so I know you might all know, of course you can, you Wally, or no you can't, you Wally. Well, I've never tried that. I don't think it registers it, does it? Can we? We've got back tip, so that should... let's try and do a force. No, so it won't let me do it, will it? You can unfold. This is a bit special. You could also change it into bale configuration at the end. So do you know something? It's probably not the end of the world to do what we're doing. You can actually use it as a standard tipper. Now I've tried that with bales a long time ago and it sort of worked, but it was such a pain because it was dependent on the design of the trailer as to whether or not you could pull it off. Yeah, I tried a long time ago. I thought, well, surely a standard trailer, I think we've got, it doesn't really matter what we've got. Yeah, it was a bit of a spectacular fail. It is on YouTube. It was, yeah, so if we drop you in, you should fall in really. Yeah, thank you. And then the last one at the back. Sometimes the game, is awful when you go outside of the game like this. Other times it's all right. So it's a bit of, as I said, it really is on a case by case. Because obviously in real life you could do this. There's no denying that fact that you could easily do this, and you wouldn't be possessed like magic plastic, like something out of Doctor Who. Because I do find it quite hilarious. So then, I think we have had that one. That was not one of those that I put in. So this pass-through weight is actually champion of pass-through weights so far that I've found. So we have a new winner. the Aggreland, and who was it? Let's have a look, because I do like to give the modders a shout out when you find something cracking like that. It is Keeler Modding. Fantastic, thank you Keeler Modder for such a fantastic mod. Your hard work is very much appreciated. It is obviously, and as I say, it's weird, but obviously being start from scratch, money becomes important in so much as you've not got much of it, so you've got to dig deep. You really have, to actually get the things that you need. Now, oh wow, like 500 litres in that's not, oh well, it is what it is. It's enough to sow most fields unless you were going sugar beets, yeah, something that's really, or wheat. Yeah, well, there's not much we can do. You're in our way. Oh, you know. We weren't anywhere near it. It's the front loader. Funny. Now, I wonder if we roll over the production shed with this, does it try and, or does it not realise what it is? That's the next test. Yeah, so our wheat field is going to go straight for seeds, because even on hard economy they are worth quite a bit of cash. So we need to, when we've got the harvest in, it needs to go straight in the Omatana. We could do it in the production shed, but you need to stick manure in as well. Oh, look, seed damage in that. Look at that. Gordon Bennett. Yeah. That's one thing, TopAce, that you're freaking me out with that feature. But it is, nevertheless, I've now had a taste what they all had in past iterations of this. Now that's a point. No, this, again, you can't do it like you literally got to, yeah, when you've got so much on. I think I'm going to go over the edge of the field a little bit. Love the engine noise on this. Yeah, I know if you've got them on a normal flatbed, it does respond as it should do. As in, like, it will just go to the bottom. Oh, I strapped that. I didn't realise I'd got strap support on that. Oh, it does as well. Well, there you go. That was worth finding out that for that alone. There's the airplane flying over. Just thought I'd point it out. So that is amazing. So that is a very useful feature. And you probably all knew and are thinking, Wally. Now then, I know. I do have my moments. But then I also equally have my other moments. Yeah, where you have the... we all do. Now then, so we want to go left here. And I'm not sure if there's anything behind me. I had my indicators on anyway. So I would say, have we got any water in there? We're wandering off as if we've completed our mission. We are very lucky that we've got 56 tons of water in there. Yeah, plenty. So it's 1,000. It's a fifth. So you need 5 times as much water. Well, you're not far off, actually. 12 tons would be 60 odd, I believe. So, yeah, nearly. You're going to run out a little bit and there's going to be a tiny bit of salt back left. So that's another job done for hopefully the time. Well, and we've got to wait now with a pass-through. A chunky looking one as well, but it's got a proper catch-up. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I have. Is there any way out of this situation other than to return back, of course? Let's investigate. We've come this way. Wally in charge didn't pay attention and took the wrong road, but it is nice to have a look at. We didn't damage this mountain too much, thankfully. My escapades. Yeah, it's heading towards the town, I'm thinking, or it might just end where we go down an escarpment and yeah, end it all if we decided to take the tumble. Which, of course, I'm not trying to make light of such horribleness. It is horrible. No, I think that's Oh, I don't know. Have a look. Oh no, I think it may do. Actually, it looks like there's a bit of a loop like on. Oh, I forget the Alpine map's name. I think it ends, but we'll have a go. It looks to me like the land goes toward the road, but it looks like it gets quite awful. Ooh, now it's shown its 100 horsepower-ness. Yes, I was looking at tractors that I could have with that, a bit like we did with this one. Oh, we have actually. Fantastic. So we've never been up here, so it wasn't a waste, really. We've been up to the top now of the map. So yeah, it's a bit of a loop like on... Oh, I nearly had it then. The name of the map, that is. Erlingrad, that's the one. Yeah, that the loop of roads that went nowhere into the mountains. And boy, were they a loop. So that one goes down to the back of... down there, you can see. We've even got alpine grass fields, the same as Erlingrad, with lookout posts as well. Unique shape. I do look like these road repair patches. Fantastic attention to detail. Really very nice. Now I recognise this. No, I don't, because I've never been this way. No, it looks similar. Very nice style of housing. We are getting closer now. What did you do in your session? Oh, I just wandered around the map. So we need to go... Well, it looks like we're taking in the famous church and everything. Well, it's nice to have a look at the town. You might have missed children's play area. But there's a pub, I think, as well. Can't forget that. That's the local. I should know about this because it's not too far away. Giant software office. Now we're approaching our very posh house. Yes, it makes a nice change to have a lovely place like this. Yeah, right, indicates so the car that might be behind us actually knows we're coming in. I do like the very forbidding gates. Yeah, they don't mean you're going in there anytime soon with that kind of technology. So we finally got away, but we only got it when we needed it. That's what I tried to do that. It's you've got to be really strict with yourself when you're doing this, or else, as I said, you will. I have done it where I've literally spent on one map. I think I was down to like 300, and then luckily I'd obviously bought the fields and all the rest of it. So yeah, we were all right. Right. So then. We will go through till there's nothing for us to do, not until I think it's, let's have a look at our crop. Green. I usually go by the green. The grass is, that is a point. I think, no, second growth stage. I did sort of see but didn't pay proper attention. And our crop is very light green. It's got plenty of growing to be done. So we've fed the animals, we've done our little side jobs. It's time to go through till the month of June. And 8 o'clock is absolutely fine. So my fantastic pass-through weight has been ousted from its top position by Keeler Mods. And it was there all along. But no, actually, I'm not sure that it was. See, that's what I'm saying. That's less than 10 grand. So, still a nice tick up, though. I'm not, yeah. Oh, a mower that I've never had. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is a mower you've never had. You're right. I don't know that I fancy. Ooh, that would kill us, but we really do need a big tractor Oh, I think there are cheaper ones than that, though, that we could actually go for, even new. It's a shame because I do love the Syntrack, and that is not a bad... But is that the Pro one? No, it's the standard one with the 80 kilometers per hour, which it says that, but then when you put it in, it doesn't do 50 miles an hour. I have bought it before, unless this is like the model that is, which that in itself would be quite fantastic. With its grass tyres on this though, yeah, we can't have Nokians, it's got to have narrows, that's what I was saying. It's quite special. So for 180,000, I think, oh, is it only? Okay. It would cripple us, but do we go for it? Can we afford it? We've not got, no, we can't, it's a shame. We're just so close. I'd like to, though. I know I've just been talking about this, Hunter. But this is what I'm trying to say. It's a bit of a game changer. But is there anything not in that kind of range? That's why I'm really sort of saying it's a 420 horsepower tractor. You're usually paying well, yeah, that is double that. So if you're buying it new, it's 340,000. There aren't many of the big tractors, 400 horsepower, that you pay less than 300 grand for. So it would leave us with enough money to feed the animals if we took away all of the options. And it looks like that's it, which would leave us a grand balance of... I'm going to do it. I know it seems silly. You think, oh, well, you could have bought that one ages ago. Yeah, but we'd not bought the fields then. So we're in a bit of a sort of good place. We can't use it at all. Obviously it needs front hitches, back hitches, all that type of stuff. If you were ever going to get the elephant loader, that's dear as well. But again, we don't need that. We've got a front loader. So then, I do believe we're still not ready. And I think we'll probably, as we've seen at the minute, I was going to buy animals, but hey ho. Yeah, I think we could do both straw and that. I think at the minute it looks like we can probably do every other month. So I think, looking at the colour, I'm still not sure it's going to be ready next month. No, it's not. It's going to be the month after, I think. But good job we're getting a bit of a tick up. But we will feed the animals this month, yeah. And we want to go like every other month. And that's only because of the present circumstances. When we get more animals, you'll not be able to get away with that. Yeah, it's only because we're not feeding our animals. It's that we fed them. Oh, that's a better tick up. It's that we fed them so well that they've got some left from the day before. Just, to make it clear, I'm not sort of starving the animals or anything silly. Right, so then, yeah, I do like that, and everything has been thought out about it. The weight, that is, I'm going on about now. I know it's meant to be in my head. I'm a terror. I apologise. We have an indicator still on, Mr. Smith. Let's switch it off. I do like this trailer for that as well, that you can actually see that. Now then. We did. Yeah, let's do the wheat first. And you've gone the wrong way. Do you know? I will get the gist of it. It's like anything. You make these mistakes and then you sort of learn by them, don't you? Well, that's the idea anyway. We don't need a lot either. I think that's going to be more than enough. Yeah, we're still going to have to stick some back, aren't we? That's the trouble. See what we can do with the eggs as well. If there's a business, we can very rarely that's as simple as that. It's quite quick as well. I like it. I've got to be honest, Holes FS is one of the modders that's really and Ridiculous Dominic likewise. His tractor maybe not so much, because it's obviously it goes from an expensive 190 horsepower to a super duper 890 Unreal jobby, and yeah. but everything else he's done has impressed me a lot. Right, so TMR. Straw? Do we do a little bit of straw? Yeah, we'll do the TMR first in case I make a mistake. Which is a shame because we've just gone straight past it. Oh, I don't think we need a full... Oh, no, it's 12 tons, isn't it? We can stick it in this... Well, we might be able to stick it in the silo. We're not sure. That is the point. I know, I think with what... Because it's 2 days, isn't it? We missed a day, basically. Let's have a look. Let's just check on camera. Can't really tell when it's finished. Yeah, I can sort of see through it. It is... Oh, I think we're going to have a bit left. We are. Now we find out if this is a multi-fruit, which I don't think it is. We can't afford to swap out either. So it means we'll be forced tipping this somewhere. Yeah, it is standard crop types. So unfortunately, we've now made ourselves another job. Straw, how much? Oh, 34, not a lot. So, yeah, about 5 or 6 tons-ish. We don't want another one of this. I like it because obviously traditionally we all know that we've had like straw dryer type things and all that type of stuff for things like straw and hay. But obviously the beautiful thing of multi-fruits is the fact that you... And I don't know if it is... Again, obviously there's some conventions that the game has, which in real life you would not be able to have. So I always go on about realism, but sometimes there are conventions which are really good, but not realistic. Right, let's have a look at that. Oh, not bad. So that'll do. Yeah, TMR's obviously we know is full. We also need to grab a bucket. We have not bought one yet. Right, so that's the animals fed. I don't think it's going to be ready. I think it was because yeah, it's going to be ready next month. So that is, I haven't checked the sales, even though yeah, we're still reeling from the last. That's a good thing, but we've already got the MX, which does the same thing, and it's slightly bigger. Ooh, now that. It's a shame. It is, because it is quite an amazing bit of kit. I think you can actually... No, I don't think you can take the stone picker bit off of it, can you? No, it is a stone picker. That is its job. It is good. Obviously, it's a bit of overkill for us anyway. The Funkuser really is fantastic. But on a big map, I'm tempted to get this on Fox Farms, the stone picker, the big one. Oh, fast too as well, so it's actually faster than it should be. So yeah, I mean that is good. See, we could have had that if we'd have, but it's not 420 horsepower. So yeah, the Syntrac's a bit special. It's nice to have a big tractor, even if we can't at present use it. So then, let's go through till the morning. I think we'll leave it there. We'll have the harvest on a separate... Now, you're saying that. What are you going to harvest it with? That is a very good question. Yeah, that is a point. I've sort of made a bit of a mistake here, haven't I? Well, we've got a few thousand. There are plenty of little harvesters that we could lease for a day if we're going to go seeds, because we're investing in our business model. We'll not be able to afford to buy one. That's a definite. Well, yeah, I have seen them in the sales rarely. Ooh, that's a bit of a saving grace. Now then, animals first. Let's see. Yes, I thought it'd be ready. How are they doing? See, TMR's okay, straw's okay. Milk's up to 12 tons. We do need to now think about having a dairy. They need topping up though. Yeah, that's because there are quite a lot of chickens now. Yeah, they're so quick to reproduce, aren't they? 19, 19, 19. So soon, puberty there, pubescent. He's obviously an adult. That's an adult, and it soon is going to give birth again. They are almost through puberty, so yeah, they're coming through nicely. Right, let's get some of that wheat in and feed them. But the cows are absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm not. We know we're stockpiling the milk, and that's because we can't at the present. I'm reeling from that decision about the tractor. Everything has repercussions. I knew it was going to have a bit of a knock-on effect. Had I known there was going to be that 77 grand one, would I have waited? Probably. Of course you would, wouldn't you, really? Yeah, now this hummock here, I could have really dumped it a little bit different, couldn't I, really? Seriously. See, I'm a terror. I am. Everything's exactly where it is. No thought. Yeah, it's always been one of my thoughts. I'm a just let's do it type of person. The amount of times that's got me into trouble in my life, I wouldn't like to say. I have learned to tailor it in some situations, but certain situations like this, no, I just do it without any thought, and it's ridiculous. I've got to get better. And I'm not going to use that age-old thing about you can't teach an old dog new tricks, because that is a load of rubbish. If you're determined to change, you can change, no matter how old you are. It's harder, that much I'm going to say, because your characteristics are ingrained, but you can all change if you want. Right, so then we're going to need this on the field edge. Let's get our prep done for next session to save future me trouble. Now, of course, we could settle at bits of milk and stuff like that, but I'm wanting to say get a dairy from a partner that we nearly always use. Oh, we are destroying the grass. Yeah, we are. Right, so then let's pop down. Yeah, oh, brilliant. 48 tons of, and this, oh, we've still got. Let's have a look, shall we? 56 tons, and you were right. You ran out of water, or you're about to now. So we'll switch that off and keep that tiny bit of water left. So that was, you see, we did it. That was all fine. It really was. We did the stones to lime. Yeah, that's our lime that we did ourselves, and that's our herbicide. So yeah, did we check the sales today? Oh, is that not typical? Is that not typical? Yeah, the first sprayer we've actually seen, and a fantastic Anderson as well. Wow, which, yeah, we were wondering about. It's just so you could get a cheap square baler when we go into grass, because we're in grass. In fact, I would say that I should have done the grass last month. Hate it when you make mistakes like that. Yeah, so intent on yeah, this is ready. And the other thing is, Mr. Smith, what are you going to cut the grass with? It appears that my decisions have actually caught us out, because we've got the power spray and the Anderson 60,000 that we've got with that. That this is a repercussion of now. Are we gonna? Well, we are actually. I've always said this, and there's one of those patches of grass. I just wanted to draw your attention to it. How when it's fully grown, it doesn't stick out an awful lot. You can see it. You can see the second patches there, but it's not too bad. I've got to be honest. Fields do have patches of different types of grass. You very rarely get a field of grass that's all one type like this. There's often mixes, so it's not the end of the world. Right, we have got a chance in a way, and we could justify, because we are going to cut this grass. We will probably lease, and I was going to go posh, obviously. We're going to stick to what our original plan was, which is the little tiny 307 CR. It's not that little tiny, but yeah, we're going to do that. So we're going to get everything ready for next session. We're going to lease because someone's made a mistake. Now that we're going to do the HX20. Not sure how much that is to actually lease. That's what we're going to put the grass with. And windrow, I would probably go for my super duper 1800 6.5 meter, and probably lease one of those square balers. But I think we will talk to the bank manager. I've always said this, because we are going to obviously make a lot of money on... Oh, I suppose we could lease, but we can't. It's the buying of the bale loader. Obviously, because that's available, I think we'd be silly to not... I mean, the sprayer I'm not that worried about, I suppose. If you're going to boil it down, I really wouldn't like the Anderson to be lost. So you could... We could also... Let's move that out of the way, so we're going to need that. It's got narrows, so we're alright. We're not going to damage anything with this. It's got water in it. We will do one run actually to the production shed, because it's... I don't know that we need to. We will fill it. That makes sense. And make sure it's out of the way. Let's go down to the shop. Let's go grab... Yeah, we can run on this safely, because we are narrows. That's what I'm saying. There's quite a consequence, really, that you've got to have narrows on to beat that, which then means it reduces the power of your equipment. Right. So then we are going to... I think we're going to have a loan for the Anderson. That's the thing we can't afford to lose. But I really would love to go for the sprayer as well. But you can't always have... Yeah, you can't have everything. Sometimes it's got to be, well, what's the most important thing for the farm? I'd like to get the 420 horsepower. But again, this is what I'm saying. This does show you that obviously this has all been about harvest. We had a massive like a gush of money that then sort of held on to and gradually frittered away. So it's 41,000. I mean, come on, that's amazing. Right, so then we need to borrow a bit of money. Obviously, yeah, it's also the harvest. Yeah, it is true. Let's one thing at a time. The grass, we need to definitely lease a mower. Definitely need to lease a... Are we going to buy the windrow? Because that is as cheap as chips, really. It is. It's not... But then, no, we will lease it, because you never know, you could get a windrower. I know it's going to be pennies, because it's not expensive to buy. Yeah, we will lease you for €66. And we will... Mowers. Should be about M. You see, we could have treated ourselves to that lovely handheld mower. 765, yes, brilliant. So we didn't do mulcher, no we didn't. So we've got the mower, that we need to lease the square baler if we're going to buy the Anderson. So no balers. So we're going to sort of borrow one of those fantastic square balers made by John Deere. Old John Deere's, I might add. Yeah, obviously we know that you couldn't. I like the one with the yellow. Ooh, got a minute. Oh, I'm on the Heston. That's what I was going to say. That doesn't look anything like. 612. Yes. Fantastic. And we want a harvester, I believe. Which, yeah, there's very little. I know what we're going to go for. At the end of this, there is the one from Holt. There's the Dominators as well. But these probably represent by Talon Mageles, 5 meter. Yes, and the header. Yeah, it's the 5 meter version of this, because the other one's the Holes FS one, the bigger one, the advanced one that's quite a bit dearer, but is obviously much more powerful. So not sort of you got to be so careful what you say, because it looks like you're having a go when that's not really. You're making a comment. Yeah, I've got those Grassonis in as well. Yeah, that's the one we want. That one there. for 306. So that leaves us, I mean, you can see that's only cost us £3 for that lot, because it was nice and cheap. Now then, can we? Yeah, we can. That baler's, I think, either 90 horsepower requirements. So we're going to keep the, we're not going to buy it. We're going to talk to the bank manager later, or is that wise? Probably not, actually. We also need to borrow a little bit more money for operating costs, though. So if we do, that's £25 loan, and we will buy that as is, which leaves us 8,000 for leasing costs and all the rest of it. Now I'm going to say my goodbyes, but I am going to take this lot to the edges of the field and everything. Yeah, I'm going to get it ready. I don't want to faff around. I want next session to be about let's get going before 9 o'clock in the morning. We need to, as that old saying goes, make hay while the sun shines, or in our case, grass bales, but hey ho, let's not split hairs. Right, yeah, all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. It's getting exciting now, it really is. We're actually farming properly with animals the lot. Yeah, not as big as I'd like, but it's still doing well. So I'm going to say goodbye for now.